everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the New York Knicks.
Boys, nice time.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. And the starting group for the Spurs. Tony Parker is out there with Gervin, and it's Duncan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Robinson, 6 to shoot. And that one is good.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. Really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Frazier, the pass to Guerin. Back to Frazier, the screen from Ewing. Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker. Ewing, a screen on Parker. Frazier against Parker. A shot by Frazier, no good. Here's San Antonio. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the Spurs head coach. He said they're not as worried about getting back on defense as they are about having extra bodies on the offensive glass. He feels that even though they may give up some transition baskets, they'll make up for it with lots of second-chance points. We'll see if that all adds up for a win tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. So an early focus on crashing the boards. Drains the 19-footer.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
Yeah, that's a momentum changer for sure. You got to like the steal and the finish at the other end. That's the thing, paying that steal off with the finish.
Here's Gervin following the score by Walt Frazier. And that one's good. Parker.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Now the pass to Guerin. Reed a screen. Anthony against Duncan. Passes it to Reed. He kicks it to Frazier. Here's Ewing. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Even when you get a hand up, Ewing is still capable of scoring. Uses his size and length quite nicely inside.
Pass to Gervin. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Parker outside, and that one is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Anthony kicks to Frazier. They set the pick. Pass to Guerin. The pass to Anthony. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Leonard. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Gervin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot. And if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And one of the very best in our league at getting to the line. Walt Frazier just has that great change of pace and aggressive nature. Always playing, though, under control.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. And Frazier drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Screen by Duncan. Robinson sets a screen for Leonard. Down low. Robinson passes to Parker. Shoots over Frazier. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Anthony nowhere around. Nailed from three-point land. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Parker to Gervin. Outside Leonard. Screen by Duncan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robinson. They can't stop the run with that one. The Knicks with the lead. Frazier outside. Here's Guerin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Reed a screen on Duncan. Reed a screen. Here's Frazier. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. 1:36 left to play here in the first. Ginobili outside. Johnson with it. Now Monroe defending. Inside, Gilmore uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, you can't allow Gilmore that kind of positioning. I mean, once he gets it, he's throwing it down every time.
1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Screened by Porzingis. Houston's shot's good.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Elliott against King. Ginobili right side. That shot off. And New York will come the other way. Here's Houston. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Houston's got 5 now.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They set the pick. Aldridge a screen. 6 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Ginobili. The offensive rebound. Here's Gilmore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Dave DeBusschere.
Artis Gilmore is just a massive guy and strong too. I mean, rugged, a center that is flat out a beast on both ends of the floor. Banged my head against that dude many a time. It was not fun.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Houston, covered by Elliott. Passes it to Monroe. Over Johnson. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks out front as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. New York leading by 3, and now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got King. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with DeBusschere. Then there's Monroe, and it's Houston at the 2. Just 4 to shoot. 14 feet away. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Kicks it to Aldridge. Pass to Gilmore. Here is Elliott. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And so here is New York after the basket by San Antonio. Porzingis passes to King. To the right side. Monroe. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And the pass to Elliott. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Aldridge a screen from the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Elliott, man, what a stroke. Sean Elliott, an athletic forward who feels comfortable shooting from here.
Monroe, the pass to Houston. Here's to Busher. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And San Antonio called for the foul.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
For New York, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And guys, it's really amazing the effect that Busher has on this team, especially on the defensive end. He's smart, he's cagey, and incredibly tough.
That one is no good. San Antonio trailing here. Passes to Silas. This one for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Here's Barnett. He kicks it to Richardson. The screen from Ewing. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Starks. Offensive rebound to Busher. Tries again. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
And the Knicks making a change here. Reed's checked in. Robinson's checked in for San Antonio. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. 6 on the shot clock. Starks dishes to Ewing. Over Robinson. New York, no good that time either. San Antonio leading. Here's Silas. Pass to Duncan. Moore outside. Here's Silas. Barnett covering. Robinson a screen on Barnett. He took good advantage of that screen. Silas has got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio. Richardson kicks to Reed. Barnett passes to Reed. Duncan with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Barnett. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Silas. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Oh, fruit beautiful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like to see...
Checked in for the Spurs. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Moore against Richardson. There's the pass to Guerin. Kicks to Ewing. Shot clock at 5. Over Robinson. New York, no good that time either. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-1 run. Moore passes to Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
David Robinson. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. Frazier, he's checked in for New York. And San Antonio also making a switch. Parker's checked in for Moore. Robinson hits them both. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Ewing, a screen on Parker. Reed kicks to Anthony. New York moving it around. Here's Ewing. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Very self-confident in the paint. Ewing excels at scoring close to the hoop.
Parker against Frazier. Pass to Silas. Screen by Duncan. Here's Silas. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
Now here's Ewing. Over Robinson. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Ginobili the pass to Silas. There's a screen by Robinson. Pocket 6. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. Knicks trail by 10.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
Now Ginobili after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Here's Parker, and he banks in the layup. Parker's got 5.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Ginobili against Anthony. Here's Frazier. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperate.
A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build a 9-point lead for themselves at halftime. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
Knicks trail by 9. On the court for San Antonio. Duncan out there with Robinson. Then there's Gervin. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Parker in at point. Now, here is Reed. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shots good by Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here is Parker after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. A three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Now here's Anthony. He has 5. That one goes. Count it. Parker kicks to Leonard over Anthony, and too long on the shot.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The epitome of a fantastic center. A big, strong body who wreaks havoc on both ends.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Parker kicks to Robinson. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Robinson's got 8 points.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
The screen from Ewing. Leonard against Anthony. Here's Ewing, hits the jump hook. Ewing's got 4 points this quarter.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Parker passes to Duncan. Screen by Parker. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Inside, Reed. Tries again. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here's Anthony. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Ewing kicks to Frazier. The screen from Ewing. The open shot, Anthony. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Yeah, you know, we know this about Frazier. Tremendously creative, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
And San Antonio called. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. And Moore kicks to Leonard. Back to Moore. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by Moore. Leonard inside. Covered by Anthony. Leonard's to Gervin. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by New York. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. To the paint. Here's Anthony. Leonard with the steal. Here's Gervin. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
Outside Anthony. Passes to DeBusschere. He kicks it to Ewing. Pass to Richardson. And there's the pass to Barnett. Takes a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Barnett's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Moore passes to Gilmore. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Elliott kicks to Moore. Over Richardson. No good off the back of the rim. Knicks trail by 3. To the middle. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Richardson's got his first points in this one.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
San Antonio calls timeout. For New York, Porzingis is checked in for Ewing. King comes in for Anthony, and John Starks is subbed in for Barnett. San Antonio with the ball. It's a one-point game.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Now, here is Starks. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Nice Steve from Ginobili.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Johnson dishes to Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. A floater. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is DeBusschere. Back to Richardson. Clock at 4. Screen by Porzingis. Shoots from 12. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Richardson. Now Leonard. Aldridge with a screen on DeBusschere. Leonard kicks to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's San Antonio leading by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Spurs leading by 3. King is out there with Reed. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Frazier. And it's Guerin in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open on that shot. The defender just couldn't get to him.
Here is Robinson, following the score by Walt Frazier. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Guerin. And he drops it in from the low post.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
And New York making a change here. Ewing's checked in. And San Antonio has possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Robinson, that's good.
Well, I like the stroke of David Robinson, especially from the mid-range area. I mean, softly lofting these shots up like he's in the gym all by himself.
Now here's Frazier. Up and in on the layup. Frazier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Here's Robinson. Kicks it to Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Parker. Over Frazier. Parker's shot is off. New York trailing to take the lead. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And what I like about King, he doesn't try to get flashy or fancy. He only cares about being effective. And he goes out there and just takes care of business. And in the end, the points just pile up.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And it's tied up with that one. Elliott's checked in for San Antonio. Gervin comes in for Manu Ginobili. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Right side Robinson. It's hauled in by Frazier. Passes to Guerin. Stolen by Robinson. Parker against Frazier. And that one's good. Parker. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Frazier kicks to Reed. Robinson against Hewitt. Over Robinson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, I like how King looks to set up his guys. He's known as a scorer, but showing you there, he can find the open teammate as well.
From the wing, it's rebounded by New York. Ewing's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Guerin. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
There's a screen by Robinson. Elliott against King to the inside. It's stolen by Frazier, and they're moving it up. No one near him. And again, it's New York.
And another one of those terrific two-way players. Frazier's quick hands there, gets the pick, and then he's off to the races.
Parker kicks to Robinson. 1:58 left in the game, and the shot goes down. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
The peripheral vision, the decisive delivery, those are things you love about Frazier's artistry.
Game closing in on the final buzzer. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for King. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear San Antonio's coach going over the plan during the break. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Here's Anthony. David Robinson making his last shot. The screen from Ewing. Pass to Guerin. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Anthony can't hit. Spurs trail by 4. from Leonard. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside. Here's Anthony. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Now here's Parker. Outside Robinson. Back to Parker. Unable to get that one. And New York will come the other way. Wide open look. New York, no good that time either.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Here's Anthony following the score by Tony Parker. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Anthony down low. Leonard's there. The shot by Anthony, no good. And Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 60. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gervin. The feed to Robinson. And it's Parker in the corner. Misses the tray. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tell you what, that's a clutch moment for him right there, delivering at a big time in this game.
So it's New York picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.